as why not here, and today we are filming another monthly book update. Somehow, over the course of the last month, I have acquired 19 books. Don't ask me, don't. This is a problem. This is actually a problem. What I'm looking at right now is the biggest problem I have when spending money. So I'm gonna take you down a walk of accountability through all of the books that I've acquired this month, because I got a pretty even distribution of hardbacks and paperbacks, which is interesting. So either way, let's get into this video. Okay, so starting off, we're going to start off with my hardback pile, because that's just how I separated them. Also, at the end of this video, there's going to be a very, what I'm calling my crown jewels, because there's some special edition books. I will show you eventually, but, okay, hold on, okay. So, we're going to start off with Before the Coffee Gets Cold by, Toshikazu Kawaguchi. Yeah, Before the Coffee Gets Cold. This is a translated work from Japanese to English. I've heard really good things about it. Essentially, what the premise of this book is that there's this little coffee shop in Japan where the patrons can travel back in time using their coffee. But the trick is, you can only travel back in time until the coffee gets cold. And I think at that point you get stuck in the past, maybe? Possibly? I don't know. What I do know is that I'm actually fairly interested in this book because it sounds really good, and I've never read a translated work before, so I'm gonna do that. Next, we have Gallant by V.E. Schwab. Just look at this cover, though. It's like so mysterious. All I do know is that it's about a main character who goes to the place she's from to find the roots for heritage and uncovers a lot of secrets along the way. And also it has a lot of illustrations. Like, do you see, like, can you see the end papers on here? Like, these are really cool. Then it has some really beautiful, like, illustrations, if you can see, throughout the book. And I'm just like, and I just decided, yeah, I actually got this from Books A Million. So yeah, I'm really excited to get to this one. I actually own another V.E. Schwab book, which is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. And then I own some Victoria Schwab books, which is This Violent Song. No, I don't even know. I forget what the first book's called, but I know the second book is called Our Dark Duet. This Savage Song and Our Dark Duet. That's it. That's the book. Jesus. All right. The next book we have is The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea by Axie O. So I know Axie O wrote XOXO, which is like a K-pop love story, but essentially this book is about how a girl becomes like a sacrifice to the sea god and essentially has to go on a quest to wake the sea god and all of that. This is like based in like Korean folklore, from what I believe. I am not well versed in Korean folklore. I'm very well versed in Chinese folklore, but Korean folklore, not so much. So I'm really excited for this one. And also, this cover is really pretty, but I think the paperback cover / the Fairy Loot edition cover is like even better. Like, I'll put a picture of it up here because it's so cute. Next book we have is You've Reached Sam by Dustin Tao. So this book is about this girl named... what is her name? Julie. Julie. Who basically has her whole life planned out, but that's all derailed when her boyfriend Sam dies. And so, in the process of like grieving, she is going through all of his voicemails and deleting them. And then she calls Sam one time just for the final time to like get things over with before she goes to college. And then unexpectedly, Sam picks up. So I love like the magical realism aspect of this, and also I'm really excited because it said that this book has wrecked a lot of people. So we will see. I'm honestly fairly excited to be wrecked. next book we have is How the King of Elfheim Learned Hate Stories by Holly Black. So this is just like a novella book to the Cruel Prince trilogy. And honestly, I'm adding this onto my TBR for this year because I just feel like it. And also, it's basically a picture book. But also, can we just acknowledge the fact that it has the title written on the hardback and then also these end papers? Like, do we see? Do we see? Like, it's very pretty. I love it, honestly. And then there's like a bunch of like illustrations in the book. It's like an actual like story book. So I am fairly excited for this one because I haven't read the Cruel Prince trilogy yet. It's on my TBR for this year. So I'm excited to get to that one. All right. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Next book we have is Forging Silver into Stars by Bridget Kemmerer. I've honestly had my eye on this book for a while, like a good while. And I finally decided to pick it up because the tagline of this book is, "When ancient magic tests a newfound love, a dark fate beckons." It's like that feels so metal, honestly. And I think it's essentially what it's meant to be, is supposed to be some sort of like bringing magic back to a fantasy world. So I'm really excited. And also this cover is just really nice. I kind of love the simplicity. It actually is giving like Throne of Glass vibes, mainly because the colors of Terracin are meant to be green and silver. So that's the vibes it's giving me, honestly. So yeah, and also it's published by Bloomsbury, which is the same publishing company that Sarah J. Maas writes for. So, and next book we have is Silver in the Bone by Alexandra Bracken. I had no clue this book was coming out. No joke, I had no clue this book was coming out. The only books I know by Alexandra Bracken are the Passenger, Wayfarer, and I know she wrote the Darkest Minds trilogy. Not trilogy, it's a quartet, isn't it? Yeah, it's a quartet. But I had no clue that this book was coming out. And when I found it, I was like, it was just on a table at Barnes & Noble with like the exclusive thing on it. And I was like, what? And then also these end papers, PVC, it's so good. But also the tagline of this book, let me just read it for you. "There are 3 magics to be feared: curses born of the wrath of the gods, poisons that turn soil into ash, and that which leaves one dark of heart and silver in the bone." So I'm very excited to get to this one. It's a standalone. I'm very sure it is a standalone. So we'll be doing that eventually. I'm really like loving this book. And it also has like a wolf like embossed on the cover. You can't see it there, but I don't know if you can like quite see it. Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. You can mainly see the circle of it. Anyways, so that's gonna be very, very interesting. Oh, and also, I forgot to say, it has a letter from the author in it, in the inside flap of that. So it's signed, technically. So next book we have is Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. So the reason I got this book is because of this. I saw it like as I was leaving Barnes & Noble, and I just had to get it because of these edges. Like, do you see? They're dragons. Do we see? They're so cute. I love it. Essentially what this book is about, it's about essentially this girl who becomes a dragon rider at the behest of her mother, who is the commander of the dragon riders. And she has to go through all of these trials and all of that, and like there's also like a romance or something in here. What I do know is that it's about like something okay. So it's kind of like, okay, so the tagline at the end of the synopsis is, "Friends, enemies, lovers. Everyone at Westgate War College has an agenda, because once you enter, there are only 2 ways out: graduate or die." Actually, well, I think the tagline is actually, "A dragon without its rider is a tragedy. A rider without their dragon is dead." So I'm very excited. I also know that this is getting a second book. I don't know how many books are going to be in the series, but I am very excited, and I hope that it matches with the pages, because if it doesn't, I'm gonna be very upset. Next book we have is something that I've been meaning to pick up for a really long time, actually, ever since I found it came out. Babel by R.F. Kuang. Now, this book is mainly because the reason I wanted to pick up this book mainly is because this has been pitched to me as like a pure dark academia book, and I wanted to use this as like a baseline for any of the other dark academia books that I read. Like, I'm planning on picking up the Atlas 6 duology, and like, what else is another dark academia book that's been like really popular? Cannot tell you. But I really want to read this before I start reading any other dark academia books, because I really need a baseline. So if you don't know what Babel is about, it's essentially about this boy who gets taken from his home in Beijing. I think it's Beijing. He gets taken from his home in China. And he goes to Oxford. There's no magic in this book. However, this is kind of like a story of like self-discovery, kind of, about a guy who has been taken from his homeland, brought to another one where they are attacking his homeland, and he has to figure out whether he wants to stay or actually, like, you know, do the things he's doing or go back to his home. Which honestly is actually a lot more interesting than like adding any magic into it. So we shall see. So we're on to the paperback stack, which honestly has a lot less of them now that I'm looking at it. So we're gonna start with The Once and Future Witches by Alex E. Harrow. What I think this book is about, it's after the burnings of the witches in Salem, this collective of women decides to actually actively become witches, which I think is actually fairly cool. And I honestly have never heard of a concept like this. I've heard of this book, but the concept of like defying history is kind of interesting, even after such a violent event such as the witch burnings of Salem.
I found this on the web.
My Apple Watch just went Salem witch trials. Thanks. But yeah, so I'm honestly fairly excited, and I know there's going to be some magic in it. So, woo. Next three books actually are a genre that I've not really experimented with, which is thriller. So first we have In My Dreams I Hold a Knife, by Ashley Winstead. So essentially what this book is about, it's essentially about a college reunion from like a very prestigious college. But something that's haunting the reunion is the murder of one member of this friend group, of this original friend group. And it's still hanging over everybody's heads, and no one really knows what to make of it. So it's about during this where things kind of get into like real investigative mode, I think. And I'm honestly fairly excited because I've heard some really good things about this, especially because the narrator is unreliable. So we are going to see. I've never really experimented with the genre, so I'm honestly really excited. Next book we have is If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. So this book is essentially about a bunch of theater majors, and they have encountered a murder. Yeah, that's all you need to know. Because this does feel like a theater major thing. Like, just, yeah. And it's honestly, actually, when I was flipping through this book, it's actually told in scenes, which I never really thought about, honestly. And I'm honestly just really excited about this book. Also, there was a Barnes & Noble exclusive edition with like sprayed edges and all of that, and it was like dark blue, but I just didn't like the cover as much as I liked the original, so. Anyways, next book we have, I don't know if this is really a thriller, but, yeah, I'm not sure if this is really a thriller. All I know is that it's a sad book, and it is If He Had Been With Me by Laura Nolan. So all I know about this book is that it's about like two friends and one of them ends up dead. That is kind of all I know. It's kind of giving the Hate U Give vibes, except without the racial profiling, I think. I'm not very sure honestly. I've not heard a lot of things about this book. I know a lot of people love it, but I haven't heard a lot of people talking about it. So I'm honestly fairly excited. And the tagline of this book is, "If he had been with me, everything would have been different," which is honestly fairly interesting. So we shall see how this goes. Wait, it's not giving Hate You Give vibes. It's actually it's either the Hate You Give or Looking for Alaska. Yeah, because those are the only two books that I've read that really deal with like death as a forefront, as like in the modern world. All right, next book I have is sad. It's The Astonishing Color of After by Emily X.R. Pan. This book is about this girl named Lee who goes to Thailand after her mother dies by suicide to get a deeper connection with her family and hopefully find her mother, because she believes her mother has turned into a bird. I'm honestly fairly excited for this book, and it's actually pretty long. I didn't think it'd be this long, but I'm honestly fairly excited about this book because I know it deals very heavily with the topic of grief. And also the situation in this book is honestly fairly, like, it feels pretty on brand for like, you know, a child grieving the loss of their parent. So we are going to have to see how this book goes for me. All I know is that it's very sad and a lot of people love it. So yeah. What is it with people loving sad books? I don't know. Okay, the next books are 3 other books, and they are the last books in a series that I have acquired. We have, oh god, these are heavy. Okay, we have Wrath, Ruin, and Valor, which is the last 3 books in the Faithful and the Fallen quartet. And their first book is Malice, which I hauled like I think 2 months ago. Yeah. So I picked these up because I just wanted to have the completed one on my bookshelf, and also these are going to be part of like I think my next year's TBR. So okay. So now that we're done, let me show you my absolute crown jewel. So, can you tell? It's an Illumicrate box. Okay, so context. I got these books used off a seller from Pango Books. And it's mainly because I could have gotten these books a lot cheaper. I really could have. However, I hated the original covers. Like, I despised the original covers. I just did not think they looked good at all. So I decided I was going to shell out the money and buy these used off Pango Books. So we're gonna open it together. I've already cut into the box, as you can see. And oh my god, they're packaged so well. Oh, okay. I'm really excited. Paper. Okay. Oh, they're individually wrapped. Okay, I see. Ooh. Oh, whoa. Oh no, they're all packed in the same book. Okay. So we have more paper to protect, which thank God. Okay. I need to control myself. Okay. Oh. Okay, so the sequel's on top. Okay, I did not expect that. Let me see if I can actually. Oh, okay, this works. Okay, so I have the books in my hand now, and I'm so excited. I'm so happy. Okay, you just saw it, but it is We Hunt the Flame and We Free the Stars by Hafsa Faizal. Yeah. The Illumicrate editions. Okay, so let me show you. So this is We Hunt the Flame. I love. And look at these edges. Oh, oh my god. Hold on. Oh god. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. And they're signed. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy now. Hold on, let me show you. I feel bad putting this one on the floor, but... And then here's We Free the Stars. Oh my god. These edges. And then, yeah, I just hit myself in the head with the book. It's so good. Look at the hardback. Oh my god. Is there anything on the back? No. Look at the spine. Oh my god. Hold on. Now we need to see the other one. Hold on. 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 Okay. Hold on. Oh my god. I regret nothing. I regret absolutely nothing. The absolute crown jewels of my collection. Oh my god. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Oh my god. I don't think I should be like this excited for books, but I am. I so am. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So, okay. So let's show you. So this is the OG. So these are the Illumicrate covers, and then I'll show you the regular covers because these do not compare to that. Like, what are those versus what are these? Oh god. Illumicrate. honestly, it just okay. I need to stop gushing over these books. I'm never going to, but I need to stop. Then we also have some bookmarks that I picked up because you can never have too many bookmarks. So the first one is this Zodiac Elements bookmark, which is Earth, and that's mainly because I'm an Earth sign. Hi, what's up, my Virgos? Honestly, really cute. I love the little charms on it. Then we have another charm bookmark. This one doesn't really have a name, but I like it a lot, honestly. And it matches another set of bookmarks that I got. So, see. This is the one it matches, kind of, but these are more pastel magnetic bookmarks, you see? And then I have a quote bookmark that says, "At the center of your being, you have the answer. You know who you are and you know what you want. Lao Tzu." So, you see? And then it has like the yin and yang and then a little like bead on the tassel. So yes. Anyways, that brings this video to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed this so much. And I hope you guys enjoyed me gushing over my new Illumicrate editions. Oh god. These are my first Illumicrates and I'm honestly so thankful that I was able to get them at all. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more of my content, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so you get notified every time I post a new video. Now that I'm actually out of school for the semester, I am going to be posting, I think not every 2 days. No, that will not be happening. But at least twice a week, I think. Now that I have more free time for that. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, Meta Lumas. Bye!